SUV. This three-word combination are making wonders in automobile industry. From the small car to the ultra premium car makers are making their offering in this segment in various forms to live on. India being one of the most emerging car market, it's no different, and we have a huge bandwidth of SUVs available. And what Hyundai bought today is something falls in center, which is a small premium SUV, the all-new Tucson. So have an enjoyable drive with the Tucson in Flywheel Review. When it comes to a proper modern SUV which is made on monocoque chassis, the Hyundai was one of the first to offer a compact SUV which was Tucson in 2005. It was well accepted in certain crowd and it was decently sold, but Hyundai has not bought the second generation which was absent in India market. But what we bought here is the latest form, is the third generation with the fluidic design which was introduced in the second generation. But I would say this has more evolved into a modern SUV segment which is attractive and having a crossover kind of character. Most of the people are looking for a stylish SUV than a utilitarian SUV. So with this new Tucson, Hyundai is introducing a second generation fluidic design, and in front you can see a very promising 3D kind of grille which is exposed from this headlight. This is fused with the new headlight treatment which is a LED headlight. There's LED daytime running light and fog lamp indulged in the bumper, and the front is having a huge presence with all this combination and look very much like a younger brother of Santa Fe. When it comes to side and rear, you can see the influence of the Santa Fe, which is the elder brother, in form of the second generation fluidic design character lines which are more dynamic and looking sportier than the previous one. The side silhouette is raised and having a very sportier look which is progressive, and the chrome beading has been included in a different form, and there is a lot of chrome and block portion to give a mix of elegance and sporty feeling. The wheel arches is very different treatment. It look different from what we've seen, and on white color I don't think you can see the real lines which give out the masculine feel, so it looks softer in a white color. And when it comes to the rear, it is more consolidated into a sleek design with a sleeker tail light which is having a 3D exposed treatment and a huge tail gate which is good for the loading your luggage, and bumper also look with a lot of black and exposed tailpipe which is sportier, but tailpipe has been concentrated to one side, which is something which I don't like personally. When it comes to the rear, the tailgate can be opened just with sensing the key near to the car. So there's a very convenient feature when you are loading your car with lot of luggages on your hand. The automatic closer tail light is also sensitive. When you touch an obstacle, it will bounce back and avoid you from more injuries. The recent models which came out from Hyundai stable had one of the best interiors in this segment, and the Tucson follow the same philosophy with one of the best design and ergonomic and well-built interior. Interior look very familiar with the language which is we've seen in the other models like the Santa Fe and even the Creta. There's a huge screen on the center console which has been surrounded with few buttons, and the air vents has been accompanied in both sides with a brushed aluminum feel. There's two color options, and which one we are driving today is a dual tone with beige and black interior. The interior and the fit and finish is one of the best in this segment, and you can see the feel of the interior really matters when it comes to the value proposition. So when you touch the steering or when you touch the dashboard, and even when you knock it, you can feel the solid feel. It's not like a plasticky feel, which actually make the Hyundai more premium than most of the players in the segment. Coming to the language, as I mentioned, the ergonomics is one of the most essential part, and it's been well ergonomically designed. All the switches are on reach, and the switch allocations are very ergonomically done. The also switches we need a lot of importance are placed in a way that it's on eye reach. Otherwise, other switches like the USB portal and aux cables are placed in a way that is being hidden a little. The seats are also well designed. It's very supportive. It's a 10-way adjustable, electrically adjustable seat on the front seat. The rear seat is also comfortable. It can be adjusted on its rest so that you can slant a little, or you can sit upright if you are putting up a little more luggage. The problem which is seen in the rear seat is the sill height is a little high, so that the lot of people or the kids will not get a better view to outside. So the greenhouse is little consolidated, so it will feel a little tight on the rear portion. Otherwise, in front it's a roomy feel which you're getting, so you can really enjoy the scenic beauty while you're traveling. Space management has been well done in this Tucson. There is a lot of storage space available. There's space for your smartphone and other devices here. There is a cup holders, there is storage under the armrest, there is glove box, and some attractive element is that if you want to keep some documents, there's a hideout space here where at least you can keep a file or a brochure like this. So mostly we used to hide it in between the seat and it plus inside, and it is difficult to get out. The other thing which I noticed is a huge storage place where you can fix a 1 liter bottle of water. The new Tucson is fitted with Arcamis sound system with 6 speakers, which is 4+2, and this can be connected with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you can use it from your smartphone. With almost all the features can be used here. You can use an iPod, anything. Graphic level is good, and it can be also like controlled with a lot of buttons, which is easy and convenient for it, which is very used to our style of usage. In India, Hyundai is offering Tucson with 2 engine options. One is the 2-liter VT petrol engine with an output of 155 PS and around 200 Nm of torque. Whereas the more beefier one which we are testing today is the EVGT 2-liter diesel engine with an output of 185 PS and 400 Nm of torque. Both the engines are fitted with 2 gearbox option. One is a 6-speed manual and the other one is a 6-speed automatic. And I think this would be the more picked one in India market. I can't give out my verdict on the petrol right now since we have not tested it, but the diesel one is a decently refined powertrain, and the 400 Nm torque is really enjoyed when you're doing an overtaking or when you're climbing the hill. And there's an option of 3 driving mode which can be selected from here. One is the normal mode, other one is the eco, and the third one which you're riding now is the sport mode, which give out more throttle response, and you can really enjoy the climb in such condition. The driving dynamics with the new suspension is also sportier. When you are on such twisty road, you are getting the control on this car without skidding off from the track. And if you're doing a small off-roading, it can tackle the bumps and give you out a good feel for your back. Steering is speed sensitive, it's responsive, it's very efficient and can be easily used on city and tight traffic, which would be the main area of the use for such SUV. But when you're doing a hard drive like this on a twisty road, you can properly judge with the steering and give more confidence. Seats are very well appointed. You can see a good vision, can be adjusted electrically, and the supports are very good. The ergonomic, as I mentioned, is properly designed and it's having a global touch in the standards of ergonomics. The ride has been complemented with the profile of the tire along with the suspension, and small bumps and the potholes is actually absorbed. You're getting a comfortable subline ride. The Hyundai nowadays are very careful in bringing down the NVH level. There's been successful in Tucson as well. There's a low sound from the road or the wind, and the engine noise except when you're doing a high rev is very minimal. A harshness level is ultra minimal because of the suspension, as I mentioned, the high profile tire, and altogether the body weight is been reduced, so it's giving more dynamics, and airflow is been managed with the fluidic design. Since Hyundai is now a global player with a huge presence in American and Europe market, they are giving a lot of emphasis on the safety. And the construction basically is a very rigid construction with some of the materials which are actually alloyed to give out strength for the frame. And a lot of active and passive safety features have got into the car. There are 6 airbags, and altogether on NCAP and other testings, it has rated the highest of this category, which makes this one of the safest cars in this segment of SUVs. So guys, we are in the first drive of the all-new Tucson in Chandigarh. You can see a beautiful jacket from Hyundai which shows the climate is chilling. But in this morning, I was really refreshed with the drive of this car. Hyundai, as you know, it's a very promising car brand which is actually giving out to some of the bigger players, is actually treating the Indian market in a very premium way. They are always try to bring their premium product in a premium manner without compromising on quality, design and fit and finish, which is very much reflected on the recent models, and the same has been continued with the new Tucson, which is giving out very value proposition. The people's trust on the Hyundai is improved so much that it is having a very good market share, and with this model I think it will be increasing tremendously in this subcontinent. Hope you enjoyed the Flywheel review on new Tucson. Subscribe to our channel, and you can follow us on our Facebook, Twitter and even on an Instagram account.